Hey guys, Jeff Pelzero here with 18 Strong. And if you are a golfer that's ever dealt with any kind of shoulder pain, I want to show you a couple exercises you can do with just a simple little rubber band that might just take care of the problem as far as the discomfort and also the strength, which is going to definitely improve your ability to play, but even play a little bit better. So let me show you just a few things that you can do at home, on the road, in the gym, wherever it is. You can use just a regular rubber band with some handles, loop it around something, around a pole or whatever you have, just like so. And then you've got it kind of ready to go. We've got the crossover symmetry system here, and it is just a little more user-friendly and can change out some different resistances. We'll put a link to this down below in the description if you have any interest in checking this out. But a few exercises that I would say are kind of some staples in programs that I give golfers that are either having some shoulder issues or in order to prevent shoulder issues. I tend to throw in some sort of shoulder, especially rotator cuff exercises, into every 4-week program that I give somebody, or depending on what their program is. It could be 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. But I find that if we don't work on the rotator cuff or the shoulder in general end up becoming a problem at some point. So we have to kind of think ahead and prevent these things by making them strong. So the shoulder blade, all the muscles around there, they all work in conjunction, and there's a lot of different pieces to it. You've probably heard the rotator cuff being thrown around a lot, and basically it's just 4 muscles around the shoulder and shoulder blade that help your arm rotate, but they also help stabilize the ball of the shoulder in the socket. So without getting too detailed, I want to show you a few things that I've found to really help with my own personal shoulder health, as well as with a lot of my clients and golfers that we've had go through our programs. First one is going to be just external rotation. So the rotator cuff helps to rotate the arm back and forth, and external rotation is when I'm rotating away from my body. This one here is going to be a very effective exercise in getting you stronger in many different positions. So we're going to start out with it just kind of at our side. I like to keep a little space between my body and the arm, and then I'm just going to rotate, pulling the band straight out to the side. Generally, I like to have it a little bit lower, kind of angled, so I'm almost going from my belly button upward just a little bit. So I'm going to pull out this way, and I'm really just trying to feel a pivoting motion of the upper arm. So it's just like my elbow's locked in place and I'm just rotating, almost like a hinge on a door, just back and forth like so. A little pause when I get out here, and I'm really feeling the shoulder blade back in the back. So as I rotate out, you're going to see my elbow is just staying in the same spot as I rotate. So I'm just kind of pulling out that way. And this is one of those exercises that doesn't seem very hard at the beginning, but ends up fatiguing pretty quickly as you move along. Another great one that employs some external rotation also is what I would call kind of a high row into an external rotation. This is a great one to do if you have both of them. We've got double crossover bands. If you've got both, and you can do them at the same time, or you can do just one at a time to really emphasize the motion on that arm. You have to pay attention to what's going on in your body. If you get here and you go to rotate and you find yourself kind of arching, that means that either you don't have the strength here or you don't have the motion in the upper back. So we want to work on really locking this down a little bit. I even kind of squeeze my glutes a little bit when I get in this exercise. Lock the trunk down, pull out to about shoulder height, and then I'm rotating back, a little pause, coming back down, and letting it out. So again, pulling back, rotate, back down, just like so. Another great rotation drill, and if you think about it, that's a lot like where you get in the back of your golf position. You could even do it where you're kind of pulling this way. You've got your hands to where your thumb side goes backwards. I've had guys do that are working on getting a little bit better position at the top of the swing. So that's the second one. Third one here is just going to be keeping the arm as straight as possible, chest up nice and tall, with the palm forward, pulling all the way back, holding there for a second, really feeling the tricep here, really feeling the back of the shoulder and even into the lats and shoulder blade. So again, I'm creating a lot of stability at the shoulder, teaching it to be able to handle stress. And that goes all the way through the elbow. This is a great one to work on that chain of the back of the arm on your front arm. That's going to help keep you kind of extended when you go to the top of your backswing, working on that whole straightening of the elbow as well as working on the stability of the shoulder. So that's the third one. And then one more that's going to be really good going in this direction is starting out where you were on that last exercise and then almost doing kind of a half angel position, or if I did both arms at the same time, I'd be coming up this way and coming back down. What this is doing is it's keeping tension on my arm throughout this entire motion, and it's making my shoulder and shoulder blade figure out how to stabilize through that entire motion. This is not one that you're going to go very heavy on. In fact, all of these you want to start very light and make sure that you can handle them with good posture and with good form, because these muscles will get tired very quickly. And then the last one that I want to show you is I'm going to flip it around a little bit. I'll do this on the left side. And this is kind of a pressing motion. Kind of almost a punching. But I want you to focus on not just the punch, but also the little extra reach at the end. So I'm going to come back, I'm going to punch, a little reach, and you could even do 3 of those. I like to kind of throw in a little bit of a pump there. Reach, you're going to push the shoulder blade, push the arm away, and do kind of that little pump, and then come back. And what that's doing is that's working a muscle underneath the shoulder blade, one of your other rotator cuff muscles, that helps hold that and stabilize that in position. But if you do those exercises on a daily basis, and there's a ton of other exercises you can do with a rubber band, the crossover bands, other rotator cuff exercises, shoulder blade exercises, but this little routine here has been very good for myself and for a lot of the clients that I work with, just building up general shoulder strength and stability. You'll see that improve strength in other categories like presses and pull-ups and things like that. But really, even just to prevent pain, get rid of pain, and if you've been struggling with your range of motion, these are also going to help create new strengths in different movements, different angles that are going to help you get into better positions in your golf swing. So give those a shot. Again, if you have any interest in the crossover symmetry system, you can find information on that down below in the description. If you like these videos, be sure to subscribe to the 18 Strong YouTube channel. Check out the podcast on iTunes and Stitcher. And as always, train hard, practice smart, and play better golf.